There's this puzzle that's facing pretty much every company out there right now. It's all about AI and automation. But it's really about one critical missing piece, a piece that can derail even the biggest, most ambitious projects. Today, we're going to solve it.
Okay, so everybody is racing toward autonomous operations, right? We're all trying to use AI agents to build faster, smarter, more productive businesses. But here's the frustrating part. Most of these projects just fizzle out. They look great in a lab, but they completely fail to scale across the whole company. The big question is, why?
Well, the problem really boils down to this fundamental shift that's happening. We're trying to move away from those old school, rigid, rule-based automation systems. I mean, they were powerful for their time, but they were also incredibly brittle. And honestly, they're just not built for today's super dynamic world.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got traditional automation. It's what we call deterministic. If X happens, it always does Y. It's like a fixed rule book. But over on the right, you have autonomous operations. It's non-deterministic. It's not just following a strict script. It can actually figure out the best path forward all on its own, even if it's never seen the situation before. That right there, that's the future.
So, how do we get to that future? Well, thankfully, some of the top industry analysts at Forrester have actually defined the destination. They call it Adaptive Process Orchestration, or APO for short. And people are already calling it the next huge leap forward for automation tech. Let's just break down their definition for a sec. An automation platform using AI agents and, here's the important part, non-deterministic control flows. This is the whole ballgame. It's not about just following a pre-written script anymore. It's about giving AI agents the power to reason, to adapt, and to make their own decisions to hit a goal. This is the new technological foundation we're all building on. And what's really cool is that APO kind of blends the best of both worlds. It takes these powerful new AI agents that can make flexible decisions, and it integrates them with the traditional rules-based systems that companies have already invested so much in. The result is a single, unified, and way more intelligent system. But here's the twist. And honestly, this is the central problem we're talking about today. Having this incredible new technology is one thing, but knowing how to actually deploy it, how to govern it, and how to scale it across a massive organization, well, that's something else entirely. See, APO gives you the destination, but it doesn't give you the map to get there. Does any of this sound a little familiar? Because it should. We have seen this movie before, haven't we? Think about all the hype around business process management, BPM, back in the 2000s, or robotic process automation, RPA, around 2017. These were powerful, game-changing technologies that, for many companies, just didn't deliver on the promise because they were missing a structured, repeatable playbook for how to actually implement them. And this brings us right to the heart of the matter. APO clearly defines what the future of automation is gonna look like. It's the engine. But it leaves every single company asking the exact same question. Okay, but what about the how-to? How do we actually build this car and, drive it? And that is where the missing piece of our puzzle finally comes in. It's a framework called Integrated Process Excellence, or IPE, and it is specifically designed to be the enterprise-ready how-to for a powerful technology like APO. So what is IPE exactly? Well, first off, it's not a technology. It's a proven 6-step operating model. Think of it like a blueprint for organizing your people, your processes, and your governance so you can successfully deploy advanced AI and automation at scale. It provides the structure that the technology platform all by itself is missing. And here it is, that 6-step model. It's a really clear, logical roadmap. You start by creating the right environment, defining who's in charge, what the rules are. Then you move on to defining and documenting exactly how the work gets done today. Step 4 is all about communication. And then steps 5 and 6 are where you establish how you're going to measure performance and, of course, continuously make it better. This is the discipline that makes AI innovation repeatable and not just a one-off science project. All right, so let's connect the dots. We've got the what, that's the amazing APO technology, and now we've got the how, the IPE framework. So how exactly do these two things work together? Okay, let's take a core capability of APO, the ability to create these powerful AI agents. That's amazing, right? But what does an AI agent for a CFO actually do? How does it know to go and autonomously analyze spending anomalies and then draft some budget reallocations? How do you define its goals and measure whether it's doing a good job? See, this is what IPE provides. It is the deployment layer. It gives you practical tools like persona-based templates, so your COO agent has crystal clear goals. It gives you definition templates and very specific performance metrics so you can build, manage, and measure these agents in a consistent, enterprise-grade way.
Okay, let's do another one. A key feature of APO is something called agentic orchestration, basically blending the old rule-based workflows with new dynamic AI decisions. It sounds fantastic on paper, but if you have thousands of processes, where do you even begin? How do you actually enable an AI agent to dynamically reroute an entire supply chain just based on a new weather forecast? Something a rigid old system could never, ever do.
And again, IPE provides the how-to. It gives you the methods to go in, analyze your existing processes, and find the perfect AI insertion points. It gives you blueprints for hybrid maps that show you exactly where the old rules stop and the new AI thinking begins. And it makes sure everyone is working from the same consistent data fabric. And this right here, this table just brilliantly sums up the entire story. APO explains the technology, the AI agents, the non-deterministic flows, but IP provides that practical operational layer right on top. The deployment method, the KPI system, a complete governance model, and even the change management plan to bring your people along for the ride. The truth is, one can't succeed at scale without the other. So when you put these two pieces together, the tech and the methodology, what you get is a real, practical roadmap to actually achieve autonomous operations. It stops being just some technological dream and it becomes an achievable business strategy. And that roadmap has very clear phases. It's not a boil the ocean approach. You start with the foundation, getting your governance and your data house in order. Then you move to a pilot phase. You test some hybrid orchestrations with specific agent personas. And only then, when you're ready, do you scale across the entire enterprise. It's a structured, manageable journey. And the end result? Your AI automation initiatives finally become everything they were promised to be in the first place. They're deployable because you have a plan. They're understandable, and they are governable. And most importantly, they become measurable, scalable, and something your organization can actually get behind and adopt culturally. If you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. APO provides the incredible new capability, but IPE provides the discipline and repeatability that you absolutely need to turn that capability into a reliable, enterprise-wide reality. Which really leaves just one final question for you to think about. Your organization almost certainly knows what it needs to do to compete with AI and automation. But does it truly know how it's going to get there?